welcome back to another rant video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Asher Forge, which I'm sure everyone else knows. This is from when he started to be a Gmod artist, or became popular, or became nicer or friendly until then he became a liar. So let's get started here. So first this happened around on September 7th when he first created an account which is called the Inkling Boy, which happened to go on spreading false claims about, well, Gigi Yocto falsely accusing Asher of grooming her. This is not actually true. I find it hard to believe a lie. And then it said, Twitter user Gigi Yocto falsely accused Asher of grooming her, and now she has admitted that she lied. She contacted Asher on Discord and apologized for him over. So as you can see, Asher didn't groom anyone. He's innocent. That doesn't prove me to be right at this point. Asher did some little sketch things that pretty much shows some people already noticed. Then later on, he mentioned 15 people and he said, you guys need to see the truth. False accusations can destroy people's lives, and it can make it harder for real victims to come forward. There is no excuse for falsely accusing someone of grooming, and this girl needs to take responsibility for this and make a public apology. I wouldn't say make a public apology, somehow this guy is pretty much forcing her at this point. Even though that he claims that needs to take responsibility and make an apology video, that doesn't mean she has the right to do it. You're just making up these claims just to get attention and our reactions. And consider the fact that he claims this is not slanderous. This is to expose the dangers of false accusations, and the girl even admitted that she lied. Please do not go after her. And then you guys came up to him and then you guys said, okay. And then Sensational Foxy said, I didn't even know that was even happening. That's a shocking business. And then the Meltdown 201 said, can I be out of this? And second question, does it look like I care of that? No one does. And then the Meltdown said, thanks, I don't feel alone on wanting to be out of this. And then Blossom said, bruh, stop pinging people. And then Lena 9585 said, leave me out of it all. That's not my problem. And then Frozone 425 said, was it really necessary to tag these people? And then Luca said, do I look like I care about that? I don't care about any drama that's going on. Leave me the hell out of it. And then Miles' son said, why am I tagged in this? And then Sensational Fox replied to them saying, you probably tagged us because we are following him. But that's not even all. More people showed up. And then Mr. The Shadow One said, here's an idea, Inkling Boy. How about you don't ping everyone and stop bothering people? And then Champion Knight EX said, leave me the hell out of this dude. And then B17 said, literally only one of those people have anything to do with this. How about you don't spam at? And then iFart said, Asher still try to date her. Try again. Then there was a tweet, but it was deleted by the tweet author. But guess what? It's from Asher. And he said, now you know the truth. But too spooky for B-Man said, interestingly, I heard from someone that Asher has a bit of history of guilt tripping Gigi into apologizing to him, so I'm really skeptical of this really being evidence. Plus he runs away and denies everything when questioned and has a general bad attitude. So I'm taking this with a grain of salt. Iowa could have agreed more. And then he also mentioned a link which is from Gigi Moonlight, and this is what it said. Okay, I need to get my side of the story clear. The only I actually said that to Hydra. It's because I'm literally just trying to get information now. I did nothing wrong in this. I'm just trying to put my part throughout to him on how I felt when I was friends with him. So technically this is Gigi's experience with Hydra. But there's more. And they said, that might sound like a bunch of, but honestly I couldn't care less about Hydra anymore. I just wanted to tell him how my mind is up by this. I also am not thinking properly in the situation, therefore I'm sorry on both parts of this. But the past few months there's been accusations flying around about him. Most of them unfortunately are true, even though he says it's not. When there's clear evidence in the Dropbox link to my case, DM me for the Dropbox. And then now, Gigi is pretty much under attack by his fans, and and pretty much backing him up when he was in the wrong, which is honestly kind of stupid. They were also attacking my friends as well. All I'm saying is my head is in spine due to this, and the wrong words come out of my mouth to him last time. I truly feel sorry to Gigi that I was under attack by Hydra's fanbase. But hopefully they can watch this video and understand the true meaning of what Ash and Hydra has been doing. But more people came in to understand the note, and this one's from TM628, and he said, "Okay, so I wanted to apologize on my reply defending Asher. I looked more into this situation and he is messed up." And then Gigi replied to them saying, "At least you now know. I forgive, don't worry, man." And that's when Ink said, "Hey, don't forget that I'm here if you ever need to vent low." Either way, what Hydra does is just weird, and creating a new account to cover from his old ones just make people more suspicious. Like, I don't get what he's trying to do lol, but seriously, I'm always here. And that's when Gigi replied to him saying, "At this point he's just trying to be a hole. Excuse my language, but this is how I think, and thanks. I'll know how to talk to and when I need to vent." And then Too Spooky from B-Man said, "By the way, that whole admission is just her not thinking right. Here's some evidence of Asher's creepiness towards her, including a ship of all things, despite the clear age gap." And then Muffet But Halloween said, "Actually, this does not prove he's innocent. Asher still tried to date Gigi and even got angry when Gigi turned down Asher because he's 18. He's still a pedophile. And no, saying they're not real is disproving them." And then Fred said, "Why is this person acting like a demented Fortnite cringe kid?" I find that out to be funny though. The Fortnite cringe kid. I never heard of that one before, but I'll see you later on. But thou. He was then caught by Task Force 529, and they said, "Thread. If it isn't obvious enough already, Asher is Inkling Boy, and here is why. The account was first created in early September this year. The first thing it does is try to frame Gigi Deoctling and call Asher innocent, ignoring other details that exist. It is also strange how Asher themselves does not show these screenshots himself. Secondly, if it was a real Splatoon account, we would most likely see them liking more content and stuff. Asher does not even put in the effort to follow himself or other creators to make it seem genuine. And lastly, they called B-Man a groomer for defending a 14-year-old from being attacked by Asher's fanbase. Asher is a full-grown adult, by the way. This bald accusation just makes it seem like a desperate attempt to silence people trying to. Anyways, we are more than excited to collaborate on debunking whatever they are planning. But please do not attack these people. Only remember to block Asher and warn others about them. And a thread. So I pretty much could tell that Asher is probably the puppet of that account. The puppet master from FNAF 2. Get it? No? Okay, fine, let's move on. But that's when Frozone replied to the tweet that was deleted by the tweet author, and he said, "So it's really him using the puppet account." And then Blossom said, "I asked him to myself, so much for him," shaking my head if it's him. But Too Spooky for B-Man replied to Inkling Boy 6 with a video which is called "The End of Splashes," which is made from Joxic. Asher's lies will be exposed here. I pretty much watched the video and it had me in it. But I understand some people may be thinking this is just the end of the Splashes, but it more likely will be a downfall because of all the drama. But Too Spooky for B-Man said, "You're an absolute idiot. We told you multiple times. You did manipulate her and her confession was bold. Asher's lies are about to be exposed, which will be right now." But that's when Muffet But Halloween replied to him saying, "Betting this is Asher on an alt, attempting to clear his name." And then Muffy said, "It's not false accusations, he's a pedophile. Get off your alternate account and do something with your life." Then Inkling Boy claims that B-Man is obsessive over Gigi Deoctling, and claims a 24-year-old man throwing himself over a 14-year-old false accuser, and claims he's a real groomer. This is just complete bolt of Inkling Boy to just spread out these claims to lie to his fan base. More likely to be criticized for it. And now Inkling Boy said on October 4th saying, "Now we're starting to work on a video to expose false accusations. We got all the evidence and we're ready." And this happened on September 28th said, "Anyway, the video exposing Gigi stole my works. My associate and I are still gathering information." And then Asher said, "Okay, whoever this Inkling Boy guy is, can you stop with the making of that video please? It's It's only going to cause this entire situation to escalate again, and I do not want it to happen. So please, just stop. This happened around on October 1st. And then this was a Dropbox, which is about Hydro Kensa stuff for Joxic's video, which I won't show it on screen because I'm sure this video will be taken down. But I will link the Dropbox in the description for you guys to view. But later on October 10th, Inkling Boy tweeted this saying, "The video is nearly completion. The video will not be posted only on YouTube, but Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram. Gigi, if you're reading this, what you did to Asher was despicable and wrong. And you need to be exposed and face some consequences. False accusations can destroy lives." But that's when Chili replied to him saying, "Asher, is this you?" Then Asher responded to Chai saying, "Nope, not me. I don't know who this guy is." Well, technically, if this is about Asher, he's more likely the puppet of that account. Because he is with GJ and Inkling Boy posted GG, so frankly this is Asher for sure. But more people came up, and they started criticizing him. And this was from Sawyer Admins, and well, they said, more like what you're doing is the opposite. And then B-Man said, "Imagine thinking that you can harass a 14-year-old when she's the victim of an 18-year-old man's creepiness and attempt to date her." And that's when Inkta Rosalina said, "Right. You expect people to believe your lies? Gigi is the victim of Asher, not the other way around. I recommend not trying to expose someone who's clearly innocent is gonna backfire on you." And then Gigi said, "Pff, haha, you really think people are gonna believe you? You're so dumb. Lemo, get off the internet, you jerk. You're just defending him cause you don't want to look at clear evidence low. See you later, son of a ha 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 ha." And then Spooky Hank Echo said, "Ah yes, Bucky, we will all stand with you." And then Gigi replied to him saying, "I stayed quiet from this guy for too long. I'm stepping up for myself. Him lol." Spooky said, will reply to Gigi saying, "Well yes, if they are actually gone, we use hashtag with Bozo." And then Gigi said, "Yes, ha ha ha." But that doesn't until pretty much last week or something, Inkling Boy pretty much posted this tweet that he wants to be in an interview with Kenta about false accusations. Which turned out to be a lie, because he's pretty much claiming that he wants to interview about the fact that he didn't. Not until very long that more people started criticizing him, and then this person said, "Then tell this guy to can stop his shit." And then Hakoa said, "Asher has been saying that, but he's not listening." But Asher said, "I've been trying to stop him, but he's not listening." And then Chili will try and reply to him, well, everyone said that to other people saying, "Wait, then why either you or that account consistently talks or venting about Gigi?" And then Asher said, "I haven't spoken about Gigi for 3 to 4 months." Which I'm going to need full proof of that actually happened. But it wasn't until very long that this is the account that, well, this is basically the account of the Inkling Boy. And then, these are all the tweets he posted. But it wasn't very long until more people started criticizing him. But this took place on Discord. This is from Blossom. And she said, "Bruh, this whole literally harassed Gigi, and she's a fucking minor. And Gigi was taken to champion. And Asher's a pedophile as well, mainly because of it. And Asher forced Champion and Gigi to break up. Gigi is the main victim. Asher is my age and Gigi is 14, but Asher harassing her when she was 13. That didn't happen to be a long time until the next tweet from Asher comes out. "Dude, just stop. It's only going to cause more trouble. Just stop, you imbecile." And then, until very long, Inkling Boy 6 account was deleted, because it says this account doesn't exist or probably can't handle the criticism from people that are sending hate to him. But it wasn't so long that he came back with no followers, and then it was taken down again. And then Blossom had this to be tweeted saying, "Asher came back yet talking about Gigi. If you guys hate what I posted them, simply don't say, yet again bothering Gigi." But his account still is gone. And then this happened around on October 14th, when Inkling Boy said, "Warning, do not interact with this user. She lied and falsely accused Asher Forge of grooming her." And then Gigi said, "Off. I thought you left while you lemo. Like I said, get off internet and do something with your life, instead of coming after me. It ain't worth it cause no one is gonna listen to any dump that comes out of your ass. See you in hell, loser lemo." And then B-Man said, "Real evidence of Asher." Well, fortunately enough, Hydra's account was deleted. From likely stuff. I don't know. And then lately the cat May Tempest said, This was already disproven a while ago. Now go touch some grass that's outside of your backyard. And then Beema says, this Inkling Boy person is bullying GG on the behalf of Asher. We even told him to stop and admitting to the wrongdoings. He's real evidence of Asher's creepiness. So if you guys don't know who Asher is, this is his Twitter account, which I'll more likely to, well, not send a link to avoid attacks for privacy reasons. As you can see, he has like pretty much over 500 followers and 1,000 people he followed. And it's basically he's pretty much 18, which happened to be true. And he's single once again. Probably because no one wants to believe in him anymore, or don't even trust him. And pretty much a Gmon artist. So the Inkling Boy came back once again with 2 followers, but the account still doesn't exist. And then I want to take a look at another person. About this person insulting the poly and transfer community. Well, this is pretty much when this guy said, I don't get why you're white people thinking being poly, trans, yeah, very disgusting. And that wraps up to the rise and fall of Asher. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you want to share this video, you may be my guest. But please don't re-upload my content. But that's all for today, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell to be notified whenever there's another video. And don't forget to remember the most important thing. Trust the darkness, keep on fighting these trolls, and I'll see you all in the next video, which is going to be Goose Fountain TVBF. Peace out, guys.